Hey, welcome to another episode of New Gameplay. Today I'm your host, Jeff Cork, joined today by Leo Vader.
Hello.
And Suriel Vasquez.
Hi.
Hi, buddy. How's it going?
I'm good.
What are we looking at here?
We are looking at the first campaign mission of the Curse of Osiris Destiny 2 expansion.
Oh my god, say that 3 times fast, Leo, right?
I won't. Instead, I will tell you about this new expansion. So
Probably
right
more
here,
productive use of our
you're
time.
probably getting more story out of the subtitles here than from us talking over the game. But basically, the premise here is you are being sent on a very covert mission to Mercury, which is the new location in the expansion.
The Red Planet.
In search of Osiris.
Not really.
Who was a very famous character in the first game, but never really showed up. He was sort of like a mythical figure of like, oh, Osiris was here, and Osiris did a thing, and now everyone's losing their minds about it. He was sort of exiled from the main, the tower, because he was too radical.
Too radical?
Yeah, he had too many skateboards, too many sunglasses.
Oh my lord.
They didn't want him there. So this is sort of like the first time you get to see
any kind of representation of him?
Yes.
So you never even saw so much as like a glimpse of his cape or anything in the first game?
You don't really see much of him. And he is part of the Trials of Osiris in Destiny 1, but he's not really, he's not overseeing them himself. But so it's pretty cool to have sort of that character finally be revealed. And for Destiny 2 people, it'll be interesting to see how they respond to it. Because if you're going from Destiny 1 to Destiny 2, then this is finally like, okay, they're finally showing off Osiris.
Yes.
Versus if you just started with Destiny 2, I'll be curious to see what people's reaction to the character Osiris is, not having that sort of background with him.
Okay, so what does he look like? Are we going to see him in this video?
We won't be seeing him in this video because you got to work your way up to Osiris.
The mystery continues.
Yeah, there's a cutscene we're not allowed to show you, where they do show him off, and he's a pretty cool character. They introduce him really well. They do a good job of sort of still giving him that mystique and also making him seem pretty cool.
Are you able to describe him? Is that allowed?
I believe he is Middle Eastern in origin, and he is a warlock. So he has a very cool little robe that he wears, and he has a very feisty ghost named Sagira, who we are actually, I believe, the early parts of this expansion are you trying to resurrect his ghost.
Okay. And to be clear, you are not playing right now.
No, this is one of the developers playing for us.
Okay.
But as you can see here, a lot of triangular gates. Osiris, obviously, with the Egyptian motif, has a lot of Egyptian sort of like iconography, and it's mixing with the Vex stuff because it shows his influence here. He has been here, so a lot of triangles because when you think of Egypt,
the shape of
pyramids.
Kings.
That's right.
Is this kind of a Stargate situation? Is that what we're looking at here, buddy?
A little bit. So they'll say later, but part of the plot involves time travel, which if you've played the raid in the original Destiny, there was some time travel-y stuff in there, and this delves back into that because the Vex are sort of like a hive mind that have figured out time travel, and you sort of end up fighting different kinds of Vex. As you can see there, like some of those Vex look different than normal. They're called Descendant Vex, I think. And there's also Precursor Vex. There's a lot of Vex here from wherever you want. But
we're looking at peak level play here.
That's true.
The developer's doing it.
Yeah,
this must be the best way to play the game.
Yeah, if you are sending comments about like this person didn't do this or they didn't have their whatever set up to do this, you go ahead and don't send those comments away. This is not me playing. But you see, one of the things I do like about Destiny's campaign is that they, better than Destiny 1, they set up sort of mechanics that end up going throughout the rest of the game. So as you can see here, that giant square that was hovering that we couldn't shoot, eventually you do shoot it, but they start iterating on that concept towards later parts of the campaign. I don't want to spoil anything too crazily, but they do a good job of building that stuff up.
You shoot 2 cubes eventually?
Yeah, at one point you do shoot 2 cubes.
All right.
But I think so far from what I've finished the campaign, but I'm not allowed to talk about all of it. But I do overall like it more than Destiny 2's initial campaign.
Yeah.
Because it is sort of a lot. It is not as long, so it gets in and gets to the point a lot faster. There's some pretty good fights.
So how long does something like this take to finish then?
So they didn't plan on us finishing the campaign, but a few of us did.
Were they mortified when it happened? Like
I think they were.
Oh no!
I think the first person who got really close, they started huddling around them to
Okay.
see like, is he gonna finish in time? It's like, yeah, he had like a half hour left. I think
Yeah.
it ended up being about 3 hours or so, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
But it was a pretty fun 3 hours. I think it does a better case of it does a better job of selling sort of what you do in Destiny to the average player than I think Destiny 2's campaign did.
And that is like an end game kind of thing, or is it something that once this is available, you can kind of jump in if you're halfway through the game as it shipped?
You do have to finish the main campaign in Destiny,
Okay.
to in order to play this.
Okay.
And here for everyone who might have played Destiny 1, this is Brother Vance. He is the vendor who sold you Trials of Osiris stuff in Destiny 1, so you get to talk to him a little bit more. He's wearing a blindfold, so he can see reality better, I imagine.
This doesn't work in real life.
Yeah, you can't see reality with your eyes, dude. But also the other thing is that we are in the lighthouse, which is another reference to Destiny 1 Osiris thing. Basically, if you did well in the Trials of Osiris, you got to see the lighthouse, and so now they made it an actual location here. And then you get a legendary engram. The contents of which I am not allowed to say, but
Was
anyway,
it a gun? Can you say that much?
It may have been a gun. It may have been armor.
All right.
But yeah, that's a nice quick look at the first mission of Curse of Osiris. I'm interested in playing more of it when it comes out on December 5th.
Uh-huh.
And we'll have more to show you throughout the rest of the month.
Fantastic. Hey, thanks for talking over this video, Suriel. Leo, thanks for hitting play or whatever it is you do in that room. I can't see what you're
I
doing.
didn't even do that this time. I'm really useless.
All right, well, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, and thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks.
We'll make some more videos, and you can watch them too. Bye.